Mariah Carey versus Beyoncé and Jennifer Lopez. The truth behind the alleged feud. Introduction. For decades, the music industry has thrived on rivalries, whether real or fabricated by the media. From Madonna versus Janet Jackson in the 80s to Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera in the early 2000s, competition among pop icons has always fueled headlines. One of the most talked about, yet often misunderstood, tensions involves Mariah Carey, Beyoncé, and Jennifer Lopez. Recently, a viral claim suggested that Mariah Carey dragged Beyoncé and J.Lo after 20 years, accusing them of stealing her career. But is there any truth to this, or is it just another exaggerated media narrative? In this deep dive, we'll explore the origins of Mariah's alleged issues with J.Lo and Beyoncé, the infamous "I don't know her" moment. Did Beyoncé really steal Mariah's career? Mariah's legacy versus their success. Recent comments and media misinterpretations. Conclusion: is there really a feud? 1. The origins of Mariah's alleged issues with J.Lo and Beyoncé. Mariah versus Jennifer Lopez. The early 2000s drama. The tension between Mariah Carey and Jennifer Lopez dates back to the early 2000s. At the time, Mariah was recovering from the commercial underperformance of her film Glitter, 2001, and its accompanying soundtrack, which coincided with a highly publicized personal breakdown. Meanwhile, J.Lo was rising as a multi-hyphenate superstar with hits like If You Had My Love and Love Don't Cost a Thing. The real drama began when Mariah's ex-husband, Tommy Mottola, then head of Sony Music, allegedly used his influence to push J.Lo's career at Mariah's expense. Rumors swirled that Mottola gave Lopez a song originally intended for Mariah, I'm Real, which became a massive hit. Mariah has never directly confirmed this, but her infamous "I don't know her" comment about J.Lo in interviews became one of pop culture's most iconic shady moments. Mariah and Beyoncé. A more subtle tension. Unlike the blatant J.Lo shade, Mariah's relationship with Beyoncé has been more low-key. However, some fans speculate that there was industry competition in the mid-2000s when Beyoncé's Dangerously in Love, 2003, and Bidet, 2006, dominated the charts. Mariah made a few subtle remarks over the years, such as 2005 interview. When asked about Beyoncé's success, Mariah said, "Everyone has their own journey. I've been doing this since I was a child." 2008 VMAs. After Beyoncé's Single Ladies explosion, Mariah joked, "I invented the high note, but I guess everyone's doing it now." While never outright hostile, these comments led some to believe Mariah felt overshadowed. 2. The infamous "I don't know her" moment. Mariah's most iconic jab at J.Lo came during a 2002 interview with Diane Sawyer, where she was asked about Lopez. Instead of addressing her directly, Mariah smirked and said, "I don't know her." This became a legendary pop culture moment, sparking endless memes and debates. Over the years, Mariah has doubled down on the shade, even referencing it in her 2018 Caution album track, A No-No, where she sampled I'm Real, J.Lo's alleged stolen song, as a subliminal dig. Did J.Lo ever respond? Jennifer Lopez has mostly taken the high road, but in a 2014 interview with Complex, she said, "I've met her a few times. She's always been lovely. I don't have any hard feelings." Still, fans believe the tension lingers. 3. Did Beyoncé really steal Mariah's career? The claim that Beyoncé stole Mariah's career seems extreme, but some fans argue that Beyoncé's rise coincided with a decline in Mariah's chart dominance. Key points of comparison. Vocal style. Both are known for their melismatic, powerhouse vocals. Some critics accused early Beyoncé of mimicking Mariah's runs. Awards and records. Beyoncé has surpassed Mariah in Grammy wins, 32 versus 5. But Mariah still holds the record for most #1 hits by a solo artist, 19. Industry influence. Mariah pioneered the modern pop diva blueprint, while Beyoncé redefined it with visuals and activism. Mariah has never outright accused Beyoncé of stealing her career, but she has made playful jabs, like when she quipped, "I'm not a feminist, I'm a Mariahist." 4. Mariah's legacy versus their success. Despite any perceived competition, all three women have cemented their legacies. Aspect: Mariah Carey, Beyoncé, Jennifer Lopez. Signature sound: whistle notes. Ballads, R&B/pop anthems, dance pop, Latin fusion. Biggest hits: All I Want for Christmas, We Belong Together, Crazy in Love, Single Ladies, Jenny from the Block, On the Floor. Cultural impact: Queen of Christmas, vocal influence, feminist icon, visual albums, multifaceted entertainer, film, fashion, music. Mariah remains the best-selling female artist of the 1990s, while Beyoncé dominates the streaming era and J.Lo thrives as an all-around entertainer. 5. Recent comments and media misinterpretations. The recent claim that Mariah dragged Beyoncé and J.Lo appears to stem from a misquoted interview or fabricated tabloid story. Mariah has been focused on her Christmas dominance, memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey, and new music, not reigniting old feuds. However, in her memoir, she did write, "There were forces in the industry that tried to pit women against each other, but I always knew my worth." This could be interpreted as a nod to past tensions, but she never named names. 6. Conclusion: is there really a feud? The idea that Mariah Carey is suddenly attacking Beyoncé and J.Lo after 20 years seems overblown. While there were certainly industry tensions in the past, all three women have moved on to legendary careers. Mariah versus J.Lo, mostly one-sided shade from Mariah, likely rooted in industry politics. Mariah versus Beyoncé, no real feud, just natural competition between two vocal powerhouses. At the end of the day, each artist has carved out her own legacy, and the media often exaggerates conflicts for clicks. As Mariah herself once said, "I don't do drama unless it's in a song."